Hello dear students, I am Dr.S.D.Pagar, Associate Professor, Department of Geography. Dear student, I welcome all of you in this online lecture series on behalf of Maratha Vidya Prasarak Samajas, KRT Arts, BH Commerce and AM Science, popularly known as KTHM College Nasi. Dear student, this is our M.Sc. Part 1st Geography class, semester 2nd, and paper code is GGDT-130, and the title of our subject is Geography of Tourism. Dear student, today we are going to discuss our topic number 3, that is factor of tourism. And in this topic, we have very important subtopic, that is a physical factor that are affect on the tourism development. In last lecture, we already discussed about the physical factor part first. Today we have the part second. When we are talking about the physical feature, the physical factor that are responsible for development of the tourism, it includes the relief, climate, river, waterfall, lakes, glaciers, forests, and volcano. There is also some socio-cultural factors that are also very important for development of the tourism industry at particular place. It includes temple, fair and festival, travel places, the pilgrimage, old traditional dance and music, and sports center. And in historical factor, we have the tombs, cave, door and gates, fort and palaces, heritage places, and historical temples that are the major attraction of the tourists at particular place. Then also we have some economic factor that is very important to development of tourism at particular place. It includes the transportation, and it also in the transportation communication facility, market, banking, infrastructure that are very important for. These are the supporting factors that are very important for development of tourism industry or tourism activity at particular place. Let us talk about the physical feature at a part second, because in first part we are already discussed about the physiography or the relief. Let us talk about the river. River is also important factor that attract the tourists on a large scale. Especially I am talking about the source region of the river is very important factor that are attract the tourists on a large scale. River are the major tourism resources and support for tourism development of any region. Tourists are naturally attracted to the beauty of the nature where we have the source region of the river. We can offer, when we visit to the river places, that time it offer entertainment facility like a swimming, underwater diving, and canning. These can be possible where we have the rivers and the fresh water of the river. In such a river, in such places, the tourists attract due to for entertainment purpose and to see the beauty of that places. If we are talking about India, we have the number of sources, the source region of the river where people usually would like to visit again and again. The source of river or the stream is the origin point from which the river flow. It is also one important attraction of tourists. If we are talking about India, in India we have the number of places they famous as a tourist places only due to their location and the important place of source of the river. Especially the Gangotri glacier that is located in the Uttarakhand. Then we have the Godavari at the Trambakeshwar near the Nasik in the Maharashtra. We have the Krishna rivers origin at Mahabaleshwar. It is also in Maharashtra. And other important, the Narmada river, its origin at the Amarkantak, Madhya Pradesh. These are the places where people visited every day on a large scale. Why? It is only due to that place is famous as a source region of the many rivers. So therefore, dear student, the river is also very important physical factor that attract the tourists on a large scale. Not only in India, but all part of the world where we have the origin of the river or the channel of river. That place is attract the people and tourists on a large scale. Let us talk about the another important factor, that is physical factor that affect on the tourism development, that is the waterfall. Dear student, this is also very important physical factor that attract the tourists on a large scale. Waterfall are an important tourist attraction due to their soundscape, beauty, natural pool, and recreational opportunity. The tourists attract toward this point. In India, we have some examples where the tourists visited on a large scale. It includes the Zog waterfall that is located on Sharavati River, Shimonga district of Karnataka, and the height of this waterfall is 253 meter. We have another example in India where the tourists visit on a large scale. That is the Dudhsagar waterfall. That is the Mohodavi River. Height of this waterfall is near about the 110 meter, and it is located on the border of the Karnataka and Goa. And last important example that I would like to share here with you, that is the Randhra waterfall, that is located on the Pravara River in the Bhandara, at the Bhandara place, and that is located in the Maharashtra. So these are just few examples, but there are numbers of the waterfall in India and also in the world where the tourists visited on a large scale due to the beauty of that places. And there also we have some entertainment activity that we can be carried out near the waterfall, or you can say the channel of the river, where we have the fresh water and the beautiful natural scene. That places attract on a large scale only due to their waterfall location of the waterfall. So this is also very important physical feature that attract the tourists on a large scale. Another important feature, that physical feature, is lakes. Dear student, the lakes are one of the most important tourism attraction of tourists because of their natural landscape and the high quality of environment. Here we have a very beautiful natural site. The lakes are also important for sports, entertainment, swimming, fishing. So this type of the activity we can carry out at the place where we have the lakes. Some lakes attract tourists due to their diverse community of the plants and animals. Most of the reasons, especially I'm talking about where the number of many lakes are located in the Himalayan region, where we have this type of the attraction, where not only the water but their diverse community of the plants and animals that we observe around these lakes, that also attract the tourists on the large scale. In India, we have a few very important examples of the lakes where the people visit on the large scale. Especially, I am talking about the Chilka Lake that located in the Odisha, Lonar Lake that is located in the Maharashtra, Dal Lake that is located in the Jammu and Kashmir, Pushkar Lake that is located in the Rajasthan, and Ular Lake that is also located in the Jammu and Kashmir. These are the places where the people, that is tourists, visited on a large scale. So therefore they famous as a tourist attraction of the tourists. So dear student, so therefore where we have this type of lakes, especially most of the lakes if we are talking about India, that are located in the northern part of the Himalaya. So therefore such type of the places really attract the tourists on a large scale. Let us talk about the another physical feature that is also important in a tourism point of view, the development of the tourism point of view, that is forest. Dear student, this is really very important factor that attract the tourists. A large area of the land where trees and the other plant grow naturally is called forest, and forest is an important attraction point of the attraction of the tourism. The beauty of the wildlife, the peace, the quiet, and the pure air are factors that attract the tourists at the forest region. The forests are home of the many different kinds of the plants and animals, and that people like to see naturally in the forest region. Tourists observe and interact with the local plant and animal life in their natural habitat, and that is really important attraction why the people visit to the forest area as a tourist. The forests are fun. There are so many different activities you can enjoy in the forest, such as camping, bird watching, wandering, and lot of things that we can able to do in a forest area. And therefore the people would like to see the natural beauty of the forest, where we have the greenery, where we have the clean fresh, where we have the very biodiversity and the wildlife, the wild animal also we can watch in this place. And therefore, so really, when we are talking about the most of the people would like to visit forest, especially those people are living in the city area and the urban area, that people attract on a large scale toward the forest, where we have the natural forests. So if you are talking about in Maharashtra, we have the Western Ghat, where the very dense forests are located. In the northern part of the Himalaya, there is also we have the very dense forest, and these places attract tourists on a large scale due to the beauty of the forest. And therefore, this is the also very important factor that attract the people, tourists on a large scale. Let us talk about the another important point about the forest, related to the forest. with respect to the tourism, that the ecotourism can develop on a large scale in a forest places. Therefore, in India, we have a lot of places where, due to the development of the ecotourism, is possible in the forest place, and therefore, indirectly, the forests are also support the ecotourism development. And you know that ecotourism is also important part of the tourism. So therefore, directly and indirectly, forests are help to develop the tourism at that places. In India, we have some places like a Pasgani, we have the Pasgani, we have the Pansumadi, we have the Simla, Uti. These are the places where the places are developed as a important example of the ecotourism. Why? Because the availability of the forest in that area on a large scale. Therefore, the forests are also helpful for the tourism directly and indirectly on large scale, and people are always attracted toward the forest. Let us talk about the another important factor that are also attract the tourists on a large scale. That's the glacier. Dear student, you know that the glacier is a natural hot spring that boils and lets out a large burst of the water and stream from time to time. United States, Russia, Chile, New Zealand, Ireland. These are the major countries where such type of the glacier are available on a large scale, and people not from the various part of the world are visited this all countries. Why? Due to the availability of the glacier. You know that one famous example of the Yellowstone National Park that is located in the USA. This park or this place is famous as a important tourist point or tourist attraction. Why? Only due to the availability of the glacier in that places. So in India also we have some important unique example of glacier where the people of India and also all part of the world would like to visit. That is the Manikaran at Spot Spring, then the Tatapani hot springs, then the Tapon hot spring in Uttarakhand. So these are the places where they are the ideal example of tourist places. They develop only due to the location of the glacier that they have. So this is also very important attraction of the tourists. Let's talk about another important volcanoes. This is the natural thing, natural process where we observe at the many places of the world. Volcano is an opening in the earth crust through which the lava, volcano ash and gases escape, and that is by the people. This is a natural process. The volcano attract many tourists who enjoy the dramatic and the scenery that they produce at the volcano places. The volcanic and landscape, both active and dormant, and their related feature provide the natural resources for the attract the tourists. And inward, we have a lot of example of the volcanoes that attract the people on large scale. Especially, I am talking about the Mount Stromboli, Sicily at Italy, then Mount Kilimanjaro at Tanzania, Mount Fuji, Tokyo at Japan, Barren Island and India in Andaman and Nicobar. These are the places where the people would like to visit. Why? Because the beauty of the volcano that they have. So therefore, these are the very important place, because these are not available in every part of the world. It are available only at some few places, and therefore people would like to visit places and they enjoy the beauty of the volcano. So dear student, this was about the physical feature that are attract to tourists and support to the development of the tourist industry. So dear student, if you want to update your notes and get a lot of information about this feature, then you can visit to these are the website as a reference you can use, and I'm sure that you will get a lot of information that is supporting to update your notes. So dear student, this was about the physical factor that attract the tourists on a large scale. In next lecture, we are going to discuss about what are the socio-cultural factors that are responsible for development of the tourism at particular place. So okay, thank you.